Tori Roloff sent Zach Roloff to prison for false accusations. Why did she do it? Hello. Welcome back to USA series spoiler update. Please subscribe now. The perfect marriage, or so it seemed. Zach and Tori Roloff's love story began like a fairy tale. She was the girl next door type. He was the down-to-earth farmer's son who happened to grow up in the spotlight. Fans watched their romance blossom, leading to a picturesque wedding on Roloff Farms in 2015. They built a life together, filled with love, laughter, and 3 beautiful children, Jackson, Lila, and Josiah. On camera, their bond seemed unshakable. Social media posts highlighted their devotion. Instagram captions often included words like blessed, grateful, and faith-filled. But behind the filtered smiles, cracks began to form. Strain in the marriage. Sources close to the Roloff family began noticing tension as early as 2022. Zach reportedly struggled with a fractured relationship with his father, Matt Roloff, over the sale of Roloff Farms. The bitterness and stress trickled into his home life, and Tori, who had always been his biggest supporter, began to feel weighed down. She felt like she was carrying the emotional load of the entire family, one insider claimed. She was raising 3 kids, handling housework, filming obligations, and Zach's stress about the farm. It was a lot. Friends say Tori began venting to close confidants about her frustrations. While she loved Zach deeply, she started to feel suffocated and unappreciated. And then, according to speculation, something snapped. The accusations. In late 2024, shocking court documents allegedly surfaced. Tori had filed a legal complaint against Zach, accusing him of behavior that stunned fans and family alike. Details remain murky. Some reports suggested financial misconduct, others hinted at personal disputes blown out of proportion. Whatever the specifics, the fallout was immediate. Zach was arrested and held on charges that later turned out to be unfounded. For longtime Little People, Big World viewers, the sight of Zach Roloff, the sweet, soft-spoken, soccer-loving father, being led away in handcuffs was nothing short of unthinkable. Fans demanded answers. Why would Tori, who had stood by Zach through every hardship, turn against him in such a dramatic and destructive way? Motives and manipulation. Speculation swirled about Tori's possible motives. Emotional burnout. After nearly a decade of marriage, Tori may have felt emotionally drained. Filing accusations may have been a misguided attempt to gain space, attention, or relief from the constant pressures of family drama. Revenge for resentment. Some insiders whispered that Tori harbored resentment about Zach's inability to secure Roloff Farms for their children. Watching her husband clash with Matt and fail to win the land may have left her feeling betrayed. External influence. Friends pointed to the couple's rocky relationship with other family members. Could outsiders have influenced Tori, convincing her that Zach was the villain? Cry for help. Perhaps the accusations weren't about punishing Zach, but about forcing the world and him to pay attention to her struggles. Regardless of the motive, the consequences were catastrophic. Zach behind bars. Life in prison was a nightmare for Zach. Known for his gentle nature and physical challenges due to dwarfism, he wasn't built for incarceration. Reports describe him as withdrawn, clinging to memories of his children during long nights. He just kept asking, "Why would she do this to me?" one fellow inmate allegedly said. Meanwhile, fans rallied around him. Hashtags like Free Zach and Justice for Roloffs trended on social media. Viewers demanded TLC intervene, but the network remained silent, distancing itself from the controversy. The Roloff family itself was torn. Amy and Matt reportedly visited Zach, though awkwardly, given their own fractured dynamic. Jeremy and Audrey, however, became his biggest advocates, pushing for his release and slamming Tori's actions. The truth comes out. After months of legal battles, Zach's lawyers proved the accusations were false. Evidence showed inconsistencies in Tori's claims, and witnesses contradicted her statements. Eventually, the court cleared Zach of all charges, declaring him an innocent man who had been wrongfully imprisoned. When Zach walked free, the world expected a tearful reunion with his wife. Instead, he faced icy silence. Tori had vanished from the spotlight, refusing interviews and shutting down her social media. For fans, the question loomed larger than ever. Why did she do it? Fan reactions. The betrayal shocked the little people, big world community. Online forums exploded with debate. Some defended Tori, suggesting postpartum struggles or mental health battles clouded her judgment. Others condemned her, calling her actions unforgivable. A minority speculated that TLC orchestrated the drama for ratings, though no evidence supported this. The once beloved couple became the subject of endless tabloid headlines. Can their marriage survive? With Zach exonerated, the future of his marriage to Tori remains uncertain. Friends say he still loves her deeply, despite the pain. Others insist that the trust is broken beyond repair. They built their relationship on faith and loyalty, one insider shared. When that foundation crumbles, can you really rebuild it? Zach reportedly moved out temporarily, focusing on his children and personal healing. Whether reconciliation or divorce lies ahead, only time will tell. The bigger picture. This scandal raises larger questions about the pressures of reality TV fame, mental health, and family legacy. Did years of filming their private lives contribute to the breakdown? Did unresolved tensions within the Roloff family push Tori over the edge? Is this the ultimate proof that reality TV destroys more than it builds? For fans, the once inspiring Roloff story now feels more like a cautionary tale. The legacy of betrayal. In the end, the story of Zach and Tori Roloff is no longer just about love, family, or farm life. It's about betrayal, resilience, and the destructive power of false accusations. Why did Tori do it? Perhaps even she doesn't fully know. Maybe it was pain, desperation, or the crushing weight of expectations. What's certain is that the Roloffs will never be the same. The perfect picture has shattered, leaving fans to grapple with a darker, more complicated truth. Even the strongest-looking love stories can collapse under pressure.